Well, folks, I'm outside in the wilderness, getting prepared to camp underneath a tree. It's supposed to go down to minus 13 tonight, so I'm going to test out my gear underneath this tree. And I got a pretty good tent. It's winter rated, probably a tent that would survive the side of Mount Everest. So I'm going to pretend I'm on the side of Mount Everest tonight. Minus 13. Under this tree. On all this snow. I don't know how I'm even going to peg it down. But I'll do my best. Under this tree. On top of the snow. Next to this garage. Beside this house. Yeah, I gotta test some stuff out here, see what my gear is, and I'm already kind of looking into it with the snow. I don't think the pegs are really proper for that, so already I'm kind of reevaluating the gear I got yesterday. And sleeping bag, tent, little foam mattress. One thing about the snow that I can say though is, it should make for a decent insulator. In theory, different from, say, the ground itself when it's cold. Bare ground's not very, very good. So you need to be laying something on there, because really what the temperature of the ground's going to do, it's going to suck the energy right out of you. Which you don't want. So that's your major concern. I think I faced that when I tested out before. Back in 2005, I did the same thing in a friend's backyard, is camp out, and I had a minus 30s rated sleeping bag, which was good. I can't really remember what I had for keeping me off the ground there, but after the first night of minus 3, and I was waking up every 2 hours shivering like a bugger, I decided to go out and get a little more extra equipment. You try to start what you minimum need. I don't need an overkill here either. I just need functionality. Something that's going to be functional for me, without having to go over the top. And that's really what I'm trying to do. Minimize, but yet maximize. But anyways, we'll test out. I'll show you as I move along how the progress goes. And it's been a while since I set up a tent, so we'll see how it goes. And it is just learning the setup of every new tent. Anyways, it's a little bit different, but not too different, and it should go along just tickety boo. Anyways, catch you later, folks. So yeah, first thing you want to do is lay down a tarp. And that's just giving you a barrier between the ground, an extra barrier between the ground. And I'm sure some of this snow is going to melt as well. And you don't want that leaching up through the bottom of the tent. I'm sure the tent is well conditioned right now. It's probably in really good condition, so brand new. I shouldn't have an issue with that occurring. So what the tarp is also doing is giving you that added protection between rocks and stones and anything that might actually puncture up through the tent. So it's just good to get cheap tarp. I think I paid $6 for this one, which is good. And now a tarp like this, if the weather's good, I would probably just take that tarp. It's folded in two right now, but I could take a tarp like that and just spread it over this. Basically a couple of tarps. When I was out on the road, most of my journey ended with a tarp. Because basically all you have to do is grab that tarp, throw it down. As you see, it does have the eyelets. So you use the tent pegs to peg that down, and then you're good to go. So that's excellent. And yes, I do get a little better tent pegs, I think, now to look at it, for that use too. The problem with the ones that really work well on this also are really hard to get into the ground sometimes. They bend when you hammer it, so. But I'm going to leave it at that. That's step one, and I'll come back when I got a few more things set up here. So anyways, folks, here's to winter camping. And I'll probably get pneumonia. No, it's probably good for my lungs. Good fresh air. Take care.